Hi everybody, welcome to Take 10, the daily challenge where I set aside 10 minutes to draw something for myself. I'm Nathan. You can find some more of my work at nathandrawsdaily.tumblr.com and a portfolio site that is sorely neglected and needs updating at seagoldillustration.com. Today is day 21 of the challenge and it's scheduled for 30 days, so we're getting into the gap. We're getting near the end here, which is good. Um, Plans, and I've mentioned this several times recently, but if you haven't seen all the videos before, after the 30-day challenge, I'm going to stop doing daily videos. Probably going to be doing one or two a week, maybe three, and they'll probably be longer form than these are. These are just 10-minute things. The plan of this was to force myself to produce something, to draw for 10 minutes a day, because I was having a lot of trouble finding time to do anything, and it was really upsetting me because, I love to draw, I love to produce things, so I wanted to have more time for that. So I figured video series would help me do that. Today we have something different from usual. I'm doing a tribute to an artist friend, or internet friend of mine. I've never actually met him in person, but an all-around cool guy named Ryan Wheaton. You can find his stuff at ryanwheatonillustration.com, and he's all over Facebook and Tumblr and Google Plus and all the fun places. Cool guy, really cool guy. Great aesthetic sense. He's got a style for days, and he's just a neat guy. And he's my inspirational artist for today. Try to do one of those every broadcast, or every vidcast, whatever you call these things. So today he's mine. And what I'm doing is sort of a take on one of his characters. This sort of, it's a combination, kind of like a mashup thing. He has this thing where he draws multiple eyes on his figures to give him some kind of interesting sort of feel. And he does this horned skull guy, or he has before anyway. Sort of like, you'd think it would be like terrifying and culty, but it's actually kind of cute. I'm struggling with that part, especially because I can usually either do cute or scary. I can't do both at the same time, but he can. And I'm just trying to do something sort of in the spirit of his art, not really copying one of his characters directly. So I've got the three-eye thing and the smiley happy cult guy with the horns, so hopefully he'll dig this. You have to forgive me if there's a fiddle with my settings. I've just had all kinds of crazy technical problems today, so what we're doing now is I am working on my Samsung Series 7 Slate tablet, which is this sort of crazy wide format 16 by 9 tablet, and I'm recording directly on it as I work. Had trouble with my camera I used to record traditional art, and I've had trouble with my Wacom tablet I use on my laptop. So I am down to trying something new, which is actually kind of cool because this means since this works, I can do this anywhere. The only limitation I'm going to run into, and I'm going to run into it really fast, is there's very limited hard drive space on this thing, so I'm going to run out of recording room very quickly, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. The idea of this drawing for me was to have the skull guy gesturing and some flame off his finger, do some lighting effects on the skull. And because it's number 21, I was going to do like a blackjack thing up here with some playing cards. We'll see how far I can get with that. This is one of those ones I may not finish it. May not finish it in front of you here. It's in 10 minutes, of course, but I do want to continue it on because I think ones like this I do want to finish, and it will be posted on the Tumblr when it's done. Usually during these things, I try to talk about either something that's happened, or give some kind of tutorial technique kind of thing, or try to be inspirational for people who are trying to do something similar to this challenge, or just try to, share whatever I'm thinking about. But today, since this is a tribute, it's mostly all about Ryan Wheaton. I'm not even sure how I met him in the first place. I've only met him online, like I say, through Facebook. There was a group doing a mini comic exchange, and I got involved with that. And so a group of us got together on that, and we're all pretty cool. friends on there. Very encouraging to each other, always helping out with questions and whatnot. And Ryan's been working on a lot of illustration projects and comics lately. He did a sort of superhero-y prison story called Stronghold, which is really cool. He's actually got another Kickstarter project going right now he's part of that I will link to in the description below. And I'm sure he'll be doing more shows next year. He's also recently married, and his wife seems like a great person too. They're just cool people, you know? They want that cool young couple that everybody on TV you always see. They seem like the kind of people I would love to hang out with in real life. So thank goodness for the internet, because I live in Australia and they are nowhere near Australia. I would literally never have been able to meet them had it not been for internet. Sorry, I'm a bit fiddly. I haven't actually done any digital painting in a while, so I'm trying to sort out what I'm missing here. I haven't done a lot of digital painting on this tablet at all anyway. So I'm kind of at a weird angle too, so the parallax is becoming difficult to deal with. I'm going to merge everything down and keep going. I really do love digital painting. The way I draw is very kind of free form and organic, which is a pleasant way of saying I don't plan well enough. I do sketches and things, but often I could benefit from a lot more planning. But digital painting allows you to get away with that kind of thing because you can make changes so quickly and easily that mistakes or spending too much time noodling around, it's not that big a deal. You can easily recover from that. Whereas if I was doing oils or something, you can fiddle and play with oils too, forever. I mean, they take so long to dry that you can easily keep it going for a while. But you really need to have something in mind, planned, before you get into something heavy like oils or acrylics or whatever. Any kind of painting, anything that's like real, like physical, analog. Because it's hard to do changes in that stuff, and you have to be prepared to roll with mistakes too that you can't just easily fix. That's wrong. Speaking of digitally fixing, I made the thumb way too big. Normally I'd be holding down the Alt key to transfer to colors, but I don't have a keyboard hooked up right now, so I am just winging it with the clicks. Works fine, it just takes a lot longer. If I had any sense, I'd take the Bluetooth keyboard that came with this and bring it in here, turn it on, and sync it up so I could do that with the keyboard commands with my left hand while I'm drawing with my right. But I have never been accused of having a lot of sense. Besides, this is already late. I've had trouble getting videos done on time lately too, because of technical problems and mostly, and also from some time constraints. You wouldn't think it'd be hard to find time to do a 10-minute video. I mean, there's more to it than that. It takes a lot longer than 10 minutes to make one of these things, but it's still not a huge deal. But even finding time for that little bit of work is sometimes very difficult. I've got a full-time retail job that takes an awful lot of time, like a crazy inordinate amount of time. So Ryan, if you haven't watched this three-eyed crazy thing is for you. Thanks for everything you do, man. You make it easier to do more art. I like looking at your pictures. Okay, that's my 10 minutes. I might just let it run a few more minutes. I'm a little worried about running out of hard drive space. So I'll keep going just a few minutes here. I'm just going to rough out where those cards are going to go. And as I do, I will thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. Feel free to like if you like it, dislike if you don't like it, I assume, and comment if you have a question or wanted to say something. You can reach me through any of my sites, the Tumblr, the blog, the website. Those all have links directly to my email. I'm also on Twitter. There are links there for that, and Facebook, Google+, pretty much everywhere. LinkedIn. I'm on everything. So, if you guys have questions or want to say something about the show or want to offer suggestions or any of that stuff, feel free. It's greatly appreciated. The idea for this project was a very selfish one for me, but I'm really glad if I can share it and someone gets something else out of it. That would mean a lot. So hopefully it's cool. I'm just gonna, whoops, switch to plain old black and white palette here. Now this is incredibly rough and all freehand, so try not to laugh too hard. Ooh, that's too much black. It's weird having these the menus for everything. It is very slow. Anyway, this one's going to be a ton of fun for me to keep working on. And I am fairly exhausted tonight, but I'm going to be working a little bit more after I stop recording. And I will keep you up to date on the YouTube channel here, but mostly on my Tumblr, which I mentioned before is nathandrawsdaily.tumblr.com. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, and thanks for watching. Take care, and as always, keep making stuff.